Cincinnati in the first place?
Huh?
How did you get to Cincinnati the first time?
Well, I just went up there looking around for a job. Got a job. I had so many other different kind of jobs that then at one time I thought I'd like to be a barber, you know. So I went to barber school and learned to be a barber. And I started cutting hair and stuff in different barber shops. You know what I got for cutting hair?
No, probably 5 cents.
About 35 cents for cutting a woman's hair, 50 cents for a man's hair.
Did you like barbering then?
Nah, I quit it. I wasn't fool with it. Then I started going down to the what you call it. A man told me about being an engineer, and I started studying engineering. And I got jobs in the foreign boilers there in big department places in Cincinnati. And I fooled with it for a long time. And then I went to work for the Merle Chemical Company, and I worked for them 12 years. And foreign boilers, and the man that was in charge, he was chief engineer. Why, I got to doing all of his work too, and that's when this man come in and told me, Ray, why don't you get you a job of your own where you don't have to be told to do this and that for somebody else. And so I went downtown in Cincinnati, and this friend of mine is around one of these shops that got jobs for people. And he had a job for me. He'd called my wife and told her, but he said, no, Ray, we've done and filled that job. It was down in Kentucky. We've got one up in Pennsylvania.
Jericho Creek.
Yeah, down below Williamsburg here. So we spent the rest of our days up there in Pennsylvania.
Where did you go to school at around here?
What?
Where did you go to school at around here?
Well, I never did graduate from any school. I never even graduated as an eighth class.
Oh, really?
No.
Where was your first school?
Huh?
Where was your first school? Where did you go to school first?
Down in, you mean for
First grade?
study for engineering?
No. Where did you go to grade school at?
Local school?
Yeah.
Out at, what was the name of that little old school out there?
At Jellicoe Creek?
Yeah, and it was on this road from here out to Pleasant Hill.
Rocky Point.
Church.
You went to Rocky Point?
Huh?
You went to Rocky Point?
That's exactly where I went.
Huh.
Yeah.
You remember your teacher?
But you know, when it come time to do something on the farm, my dad would take me out of school. When it come time to pull a fodder or something like that, he would take me out of school, and I never did get to graduate in anything there. I studied engineering through the International Correspondence School.
Oh.
And every lesson, I made an A on it, but one.
Huh.
And the old books are still over there in the house where I sold it. Nobody wanted them. And I sure did make a good engineer.
You like to be an engineer?
That's what I was. Studied engineering. All kinds of it.
Were you a very good student in the local school?
What?
Did you make good grades in at Rocky Point?
Did I make good grades in local school?
Yeah.
I never went to school enough to make grades.
That's what I figured. What did you like the most about school?
Huh?
What did you like the most about school? What did you like the most in the local school?
I never did.
What did you like the most in the local school?
Well, I didn't care too much about it myself.
Anything.
No different.
Yeah.
My wife, she was a good local school. She taught school for quite a few years.
What did she teach? Just everything?
She taught all the children in the school. Back in them days, they didn't have just teachers for this and teachers for that. She started with little children like these little boys running around here.
Where did she go to school?
Where did she go to school?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was up in Richmond or somewhere up there.
Did she go to college?
Yeah. She graduated from college. Yeah. Whistler.
Yeah.
Was in and he was driving. It was my car. And they started throwing rocks at my car. And I told him, I said, I've got a pistol in the car. I'm going to shoot. But I ain't going to shoot one of them. I'm going to scare the devil out of them. And buddy, I started shooting, and you ought to seen them run.
Really?
Yeah. Boy, the women sure has been tough. Or the men's been tough on all these old women.
Yeah. The men don't usually outlive the old women. You know, there's about 10 of those old women for one of you old men.
The old men, there wasn't a third as many as there are in women in that home.
Do they bring you cake or anything?
What?
Do those old women there bring you any cake or anything? Do they come by to visit you? Do the old women come by to visit you?
Most of them ain't able to do nothing. They'll just sit in wheelchairs in different places. They wore them out. You know that?
The old men?
That's the reason they're in the nursing home. I just thought to myself, them women have done all the work, and you guys just ruined them. That's all that happened.
Do you like it down there?
Well, we love Florida, me and my wife did, and I still like Florida. But I didn't have nobody that would do much for me after I got till I couldn't do nothing. I done everything under the sun for neighbors around there. I was a good mechanic.